Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So let us continue what we were discussing in the previous class. So we were talking about social function of language. So we mentioned that there can be different social functions like request, command, ability, obligation, etc. So if you look at these different social functions, it is not required that we need different words to indicate different social functions. The same word can have different functions in different situations. I will give an example. Here there is a sentence, can I come in? What is the function of can? Which of these functions is it performing? Yes. Yes, it is a request. Yes, it is a request. Yes, it is a request. But when I say it can swim, here it is ability. Yes. It is an ability in I can swim, but when I say can I come in, I'm actually making a request. So do you see the difference? Yes. I can swim. Yes, it is a ability. Yes, Trishna, it is an ability when I say I can swim. But when I say can I come in, it is making a request, asking for permission, making a request. I say you can come in. Now this is uh, giving permission. So this is giving permission. When I say you can come in, it is giving permission. So can I come in is asking for permission. You can come in is giving permission. Let us look at yet another sentence. The sentence, it can rain today. It can rain today. Is it ability or is it permission? Is it asking request? No. What is it? What is the function of can in this sentence? Exactly, very good. So many people have responded in the chat box. Yes, they are. Yes, Surya, Sia, Rajalakshmi, Krishna, Shrishma. Very good. So many people have responded. It is possibility or probability, which is indicated by this can here. So the same word can have different functions and can have different functions in different sentences. So it is not the word. It is not the word which indicates the social function. It is actually the situation. Let's call it the context which decides. Context means situation. So it is the context or it is the situation which decides the social function that the word performs. So to understand this, we have a conversation here between a supervisor and a boss, where you find very slight variations. Only if you closely observe those sentences, you understand the social function happening there. So it is a very interesting paragraph also because it is about a discussion on whether we should work on Saturdays. ശനിയാഴ്ചകളിൽ ജോലി ചെയ്യണോ വേണ്ടേ എന്നുള്ളതിനെ കുറിച്ചൊരു ഡിസ്കഷനാണ്. So the boss will have his own opinion, the supervisor will have certain suggestions. So the words which are highlighted help us understand which kind of social function is used in these sentences. So let us look at the first dialogue. Good morning, sir. I would like to have a word with you regarding our new policy. Should we work on Saturdays? Here, it is obligation. Okay. Obligation means the meaning of obligation is need. 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 Should we work on Saturdays? It is need or necessity. Need, necessity. These are all indicated by obligation. So, should we work on Saturday? Then the boss says, of course, we can increase our production with this new policy. So here can has said, what is the function of can? We can increase. It is like I can swim. What does it indicate? We can increase production. I can swim. What does can indicate in I can swim? Ability. Exactly, Shrishma. It is ability. Yes, Srilakshmi. Yes, it is ability. So here the boss is saying that we can increase our production with this new policy. Here can means it can indicates the ability. Okay, so if it is possible, able to, we are able to increase our production if we work on Saturdays also. But some of the workers might not agree with the new policy because they may have other plans for Saturday. May they may have other plans. What is the function of may here? It may rain. They may have other. Yes, Rajlakshmi, it is probability or possibility. They may have other plans. It is possibility. Yes, yes, Rishma, it is possibility or probability. So they may have other plans. Now the boss is using the language of the boss. He says, "You ought to." I am the boss. Now the language is changing. I am the boss. You ought to agree with me. Here, the social function is completely different. It is not a request. What is it? It is not a request. It is a command. Very good, Shrishma. It is a command. It is a command. So, ought to. It is not even an obligation. See, not an obligation. Obligation എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ സ്വയം ഡിസൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ഡിസൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. But if somebody is ordering, then it becomes a command. So it is higher than obligation. You ought to agree means I am actually commanding you. So you ought to agree with me. It is a command. So I am the boss. You ought to agree with me. Here it is a command. So ought to can also be used in a sense of obligation. A lesser force, with lesser force you can use ought to also. For example, when I say you ought to study well, means I am not. It is not a command. You ought to study well if you want to pass the exam. So when I say you ought to study well, if you, I'll type it in the chat box. You ought to study well if you structure. It is here. It is not a command. It is obligation. It indicates the same structure can indicate. Same words can indicate different social functions in different situations, different contexts, different sentences. So you ought to agree with me. I am the boss. Here it is a command. Very good. Okay, next one. Yes, I know that you are the boss, but I hope you would consider our opinion. Here, what is the social function? It is a supervisor is requesting his boss. So it is a social function. It is a structure of a. It is the structure of request. Very good. Yes. It is a structure of a request. Very good. Yes. Yes, Archana. Krishna. So it is a request. Yes, Rishma. Anjali. Yes. Surya. Yes. It is a request. So I hope you would consider our opinion. So usually may is used indicating possibility, but here in the next sentence we have a different use of may. So may is usually normally it is possibility. It indicates possibility. But in the next sentence we have a different use of may. I may increase the salary for that day. Here it is not indicating possibility. Is it? He is actually what is he doing? What is he telling the workers? I may increase the salary എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? ഒരു സാധ്യതയല്ല പറയുന്നത്. ഇയാളാണ് സാലറി കൂട്ടി കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ അതെന്താണ്? What do you call it? It is a suggestion. It is an assurance. Very good. It is a promise. With Shreshma, it is a promise. It is a promise. So he is actually promising. The boss is actually promising the workers or the supervisors that if you work on Saturdays, I will increase your salary. So may in this sentence has the meaning of promising. So then the supervisor says, if that is the case, I need to agree with you. If that is the case, I need to agree with you. Okay. So if that is the case, I need to agree with you. So here, need is not necessity or what does it indicate? It indicates obligation. It indicates obligation. Here, need indicates obligation. Okay, necessity. So I will matter at the meeting tomorrow. Here, the function is planning or promise. Okay? I will announce. Here he is promising that I will announce this in the meeting. Shall we go for breakfast? So the boss is asking the supervisor whether we can go for the breakfast now. So here, what is it? Shall we go for breakfast now? You say? Very good, Krishna. It is suggestion. Yes, Archana. It is a suggestion. Yes, Surya, Sri Lakshmi, Archana, Shrishma, Krishna. Yes, it is a suggestion. Yeah. My sound is low because I am in the staff room and many people are also engaging classes, so I don't want to disturb others. So that is why my voice is low. Maybe you can increase your volume of the your speakers because I am sitting inside the staff room. So many people are engaging classes here. That's why. Very sorry if we are unable to hear. I'll try to slightly increase my sound, but I cannot go too much because some other classes are also going on here. Okay. So uh, next one is also a suggestion. Yes, we could go to the restaurant you mentioned before. So that is also a suggestion. That's also a suggestion. We could go to the new restaurant you mentioned before. That is also a suggestion. So that is the concept. So the boss also he says, okay, that is a good idea. Let's go. So that is the end of the conversation. Okay. So let us move on to the next activity. So you can write down these social functions and the words that have been used in the table. These are the words that we used in this conversation, and these are the functions that these words have. Okay. So these the on the left below you see on the left hand side, they are the social functions. That is the social function of obligation, the social function of request, social function of possibility, suggestion, command, promise, etc. So how do these differ? It is differs according to the context. It is the not just the words that decide, but it is the context which decides. It is the situation which decides. So look at these pictures. So this is an activity. Here it is. This activity is activity of possibility. All the sentences that construct in this activity, that is activity 6, they are of possibility. One second. No. Okay. The first one, you have pictures. Okay, so these pictures they indicate you have to use sentences which indicate possibility. So that is the task that we have. So I will give you an example. Uh, so how will we create a sentence? So I can begin by saying it could be. What could be the first picture? It could be. What could it be? Very good. It is. It could be a butterfly. Very good, Krishna. So I can say yes. It could be a reflection. It could be a butterfly on a rope. Okay. Good. Very good. Wonderful suggestions. So very nice. So many people have responded. There is no one particular correct answer. Anything can be a correct answer. Okay. Anything can be a correct answer. So what does it indicate? It can be a butterfly on a clothesline, or it could be a reflection. See an image and its reflection on the other side. It could be a mirror imaging, as Rajalakshmi has said. You can think in different ways. Not be just one thing. It can be many other things. So what are our point is we should be using different structures. Okay? We can use different structures. It might be. Okay? It could be. These are all different structures which are used to indicate possibility. It could be, yeah, maybe, etc. So you can use any of these different structures and say. So I will say that it might be a butterfly sitting on a cloth line. Okay, so that I will type it here. Might be on a cloth line. Butterfly on a cloth line. ഒരു അയല് ഒരു ചിത്രശലഭം വന്നിരുന്നതാവാം. Or it can be a reflection in a mirror. So one part is the actual object, and the other is its reflection. Okay, if you are very imaginative, you can come up with the different answers. If you imagine, you can imagine that it could be the door. Okay, it could be the door of a lift. And could be the door of the lift in which the waiters bow. വെയിറ്റേഴ്സ് ഒരു ടൈ ഇടില്ലേ, നെക്ക് ടൈ മാതിരിയുള്ള, അതാണത്. അത് കുടുങ്ങിപ്പോയതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, so that could be an imaginative way. Very good. It could be a greeting card with a ribbon on it. It could be a gift with a ribbon on it. Very nice. Yes, Rajlakshmi, she has also put an image of it. Very good. It could be a greeting card with a ribbon on it. It could be a gift with a ribbon on it. So it could be a clip also. Very good. It could be a clip on a clothesline. Yes, Shrishma. It may be a clip on a clothesline. It might be a gift tied with a ribbon. Might be a greeting card tied with a ribbon, like that. Okay. So we can use possibility structures. Okay. B. Next image is, what is the next image? So we can use different structures. Maybe any of these structures could be used. Be, what could it be? What it might be? It might be, or it could be. Very good. It could be the tail of a. Yes. Yes, it could be the tail of a tiger. Yes, Rajalakshmi Sia says that it could be a snake. Krishna says that it might be a cloth with black patches. Yes, very good. So when you write, you can write it as could be. Okay, it could be a snake. Maybe the neck of a giraffe. Very good. Yes, Sukanya. It may be the neck of a giraffe. Very good. Okay. And it might be a road with potholes. നിറച്ച് കുഴിയായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു റോഡാവാം. Okay. Then it can be very good. It might be a small part of a cow's body. Okay, it can be the picture of a cow's body, close up of a cow's body. Yes. This also ink blots on a paper. Okay, some when you spill some ink on paper, you can find such marks. So the very good imagination from all of you. Yes, Rishma has also said a very nice thing. It could be cow, be the picture of a cow. Okay. Next one is C. What is C? The third image. Very good. It may be the wheel of a toy. Yes, it may be the wheel of a toy. Be the wheel of a toy, or it may be the wheel. Be the close up of the wheel of a vehicle, an actual vehicle also. Can be. Could be. It might be. Can you see? Can you see? Can it be this also? Very good, Krishna. It could be a camp placed on a wall. Very nice. And it could also be this. Could be a toffee also. Yes. Sometimes it can also be a toffee also. Isn't it? So that is a possibility. Very good. It could be a cart. Undundi. Very nice, Shrija. That's a good. It may be a button on a ribbon. Very nice imaginations. Wonderful. Very good. Very nice. Yes. It may be a button on a ribbon. Maybe the front view of a plane. Wow. Wonderful, dear. Very nice. Very good imaginative answers are coming in. That is very nice. Maybe the front view of the plane, and it could be a scooter also. Front view of a scooter also. That around part could be the headlight, and the other two parts could be a handle. Can be it might be, or it could be, or it may be, in the front of a scooter, or it might even be a toy. Yes, Rishma. So very good imaginative answers. Okay, next we have, see these structures. We can have negative also, negative structures. It won't be, or couldn't be, or can't be. When you're talking about, uh, okay, what could be the D? D. The next picture. Very good, right? It may be a plate with eggs and a glass filled with milk. Very good. There are images also there in your text. Very nice. So plate with three eggs are there, and a glass of milk. So milk and eggs is a good imagination. Very good. It could be an emoji and a bucket. Very good. It could be an image. Yes, Srija, it is nice. It could be an image, emoji and a bucket. Maybe, yes. It be, could be, structures could be. So, uh, some other food item could also be mentioned. It could be, it could be three idlis and a glass of water, or three idlis and some chutney. Hmm. It could be very good. It might be some seeds and bucket. Very good, Shrishma. Very nice imagination. Some seeds and bucket. Okay, another imaginative answer could be that it might be a sinkhole and a glass of water. It may be a very good, Sri Lakshmi P, and it may be a plate with tomatoes and glass. It might be a plate with tomatoes and glass. Okay, very good. It may be eggs and milk. Yes, Shrishma. So you can have a wide range. So the widest range of things you can have in the last one. So that is, it might even be a framed picture. Very good. It might be even be a framed picture. Very nice. Okay, the last one. What is the last one? E. It could be the stars at night. It could be a picture of a night sky. Very nice, Shrija. It might be darkness, heat, and stars. Very good, Anushri. It might be a piece of dark paper. Very good, Archana. It could be a blackboard. Very good, Rajlakshmi. It may be a dark room. Diya. Sri Lakshmi. It may be a black chart. Very good. Very nice. It may be a room without light. Wonderful imagination from Trishna. It might be a room without light. Yeah. It can be the picture of a black cat in a dark room. Hmm? It can be the picture of a black cat in a dark room. So this is imaginative and is talking. You can also mention negatives also. For example, with the last picture, we can say that it couldn't be the, yes, it might be a black wall, be a black wall. It might be the picture of a black wall. It might be black paint. Yes, Surya, Shrishma. Yes, that is correct. It might be black paint. It might be a room light. So I also say that it won't be a bright room. It won't be the picture of the bright sky. It can't be. It couldn't be the picture of a bright day. It could be. It can't be the picture of a white sheet of paper because it is all dark here. So negatives are also possible. It may be the picture of a black cloth. Yes, Archana. It may be the picture of a black cloth. So thus we can indicate possibilities. So we can use these different structures. So for the first one, the some examples are also given here. So it could be the butterfly, as somebody had said, it could be the butterfly on a rope, or it might be the tail of a kite. If you are very imaginative, you can say that it is the, it is the, can be the bow tie of a waiter or lift door. Okay, and I'm talking first image, which we said that it could be a butterfly. It could also be the bow tie of a waiter caught in a lift door. അപ്പൊ ലിഫ്റ്റ് അയാൾ ഫുഡ് കയറുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് ലിഫ്റ്റ് അടഞ്ഞു പോയാൽ ആ ടൈ ഡോറിൽ കുടുങ്ങിയാൽ അതിൻ്റെ പിക്ചർ എടുത്താൽ എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാവും, അതാണ് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പറയാം. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ വെരി ഇമാജിനേറ്റീവ് ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദ പിക്ചർ. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇറ്റ് കുഡ് ബി ദ bow tie or it could be a butterfly on a rope. Okay. So the next is a listening activity. Let us move on to a listening activity. I am all ears. You will find sections everywhere where you have I am all ears sections. It is all listening activity. So we already mentioned that we have four different skills. Four different skills. Which are the four different skills? This shortly referred to as LSRW. Can you tell me the expansion of this? What is LSRW? They are the major skills, four major skills. Can you tell me the major skills? The four major skills. Wonderful, Sri Lakshmi. Very nice. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Archana, Shrishma. Yes, Sia. Krishna. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you for those responses. Yes. Amazing. Thank you for those responses. So here in this section we will be dealing with listening skills. So yeah, you just have to relax and listen. I will be reading the passage for you. So I will read the passage for you, and you can read. I mean, you can listen. Okay, now I am back. Let us read that passage now. So the instruction says that it is activity 7. Your teacher will read to you the instructions given by the principal of AB College on the reopening day. Listen to her carefully and then answer the questions that follow. Good morning, everybody. On the beginning of the new academic year, I would like to inform you certain rules of college. Everyone must come to college on time. Latecomers should get written permission from the principal to enter their classes. Students must come in full uniform every day. They may play games in the ground after college hours. Students should not bring mobile phones to the campus. The college building, classrooms, corridors, and the premises need to be kept clean and tidy. Any damage caused to the college property ought to be made good. Parents should meet the class teacher at least once a month. They may contribute books to the college library whenever they celebrate occasions. So, if you look at the social function here, most of most of the sentences indicate the social function of obligation. Okay. Obligation is related to duties. So, when we are a student in a college, we have certain duties which is indicated by obligation. So, most of the sentences, except the last sentence, all the other sentences indicate obligation. Only the last sentence, that is, they may contribute books to the library whenever they celebrate occasions. Only this sentence is a suggestion. The rest are all our duties or obligation as a student. ഒരു വിദ്യാർത്ഥി എന്നുള്ള നിലയിൽ ഒരു സ്റ്റുഡൻ്റ് എന്നുള്ള നിലയിൽ നമ്മുടെ ഡ്യൂട്ടീസ്, നമ്മുടെ ഒബ്ലിഗേഷനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ ഈ the principal is talking about those obligations, those duties which we have to perform, So that is what is indicated in this talk by the teacher. So she, in the last, then she is concluded by saying, "I wish you all a fruitful and enriching academic year." So there are some questions. So when you questions, we use these obligatory words. Okay. So they can students wear casual dress to college? So the first question, the answer already given there. It says no, they must wear their uniform every day. So must is a word of obligation. So instead of must, I can say to. Okay. These are some words of obligation which we can use. They have to wear their uniform every day. They ought to wear, they ought to wear their uniform every day. Okay. They need to wear their uniform every day. Yes, Rishma. They need to wear their uniform. So these are all different words of obligation. Or they should wear their uniform every day. So what should the latecomers do? So if you look at the sentences, what should the latecomers do? The answer is already there. Very good, Rajalakshmi. They should get written permission from the principal. Yes, Sri Lakshmi, that is right. They should get written permission from the principal to enter their classes. When can the students play games? When can the students play games? When can the students play games? That is also there. When can the students play games? Yes, very good. So the students can play games after college hours. The students can play games after college hours. The students can play games after. Very good. Yes, Sia. Thank you. That is right. They can play games after college hours. Okay, let us look at the next question. How about mobile phones in the campus? Yes, Sri Lakshmi. So the next question is about mobile phones in the campus. So what does the principal say about mobile phones? The principal says that students should not bring. Yes, very good, Rajalakshmi. They should not bring mobile phones to the campus. Should not bring. Yes, Sri Lakshmi. Trishna, Sia. That is right. They should not bring. What is the policy regarding damage? Yes, Archana, Shrishma. Thank you for the responses. What is the policy regarding damage to college property? What is the policy regarding damage to college property? What is the policy regarding damage to college property? So, if some damage is done to the college property, it has to be, yes, it has to be kept clean and tidy. Yes, and if there is any damage, it ought to be made good. Very good, Shrishma, Trishna. It has to be to be made good means to repair. To make good means to repair. Or to be made good means to repair. Yes, Sri Lakshmi, that is right. Yes, Trishna, Archana. Thank you for those responses. So, any damage done to the college property ought to be made good. And the next one is, how often can parents meet the class teacher? How often can parents meet? Very good. Very good, Rajlakshmi Krishna. Parents should meet the class teacher once a month. Yes, Archana. They should meet the teachers at least once a month. Okay. Then the last question, what is the request to students? So all the others are all obligations. Only the last one is a suggestion or a request. It says that the students, what is the request to students? The only statement which is very mild is the last one, that is a suggestion or a request. What does it say? That they can, what is the suggestion or the request to students? That it says that they can they do? They can. Yes, they may contribute books to school library whenever they celebrate occasions. Yes, Rajlakshmi, that's right. So when they have some birthday or some celebration in their house, then they can contribute books. That's right, Surya. Thank you for the response. So yes, yes, Sri Lakshmi, they can. Students can, if they are celebrating some occasions like birthdays, it is a good idea. Instead of spending money on food items, it's a good idea to buy some books for the library so that the people will read and enjoy and benefit from the knowledge that you get from the books. So that is the suggestion that the principal makes in the new academic year meeting. Okay. So here we were reading this passage to look at the different words of obligation. Okay, obligation are duties. The words that indicate duties, they are called obligation. Okay, so they are not commands actually. They are slightly less stronger than commands, but they are duties. So obligation, and so they are similar to the structures of commands, but it is not a command. It is the need of every individual to follow the instructions. So, and only the last structure in this speech that indicates a request or a suggestion. So now we have discussed in detail the social function of obligation. Okay, let's just now move on to some other kinds of instructions which you usually find when you are traveling. So when you travel, you may see many signboards. Okay, so signboards, some signboards. These are some signboards. They are actually long sentences which have been shortened. Okay, these long sentences have been shortened. So uh, there may be just one word or two words, but they are actually contractions. So, in the contraction is a shortened form of an instruction. If you write a big instruction, people may not read. But if I give a very short description, it actually stands for a very long sentence. I will give you one example. It is already there in the activities 8. So these are all signboards. I'll read it for you. Here are some signboards that you come across in daily life. Try to find out where they are seen. So these are the two things that you have to find. Where are they seen? That is one. And two, what they mean. What is the meaning of that sign? One example has been done for you. So this is a question that you will also get for the exam. You may get 2 or 3 signs and you have to write these two things. So one is you have to write seen at, where do you see it? Where do you see it? So this is one thing that you have to write. And second one is you have to write mean. So these are the two things that you have to write. First one is where do you see this? Second one is what is the meaning of this? So the first one, it is seen at parks. You don't walk on grass is a signboard that is usually seen at parks. What is the meaning of that? It means that you must not walk on the grass. So the meaning of that signboard is you must not walk on the grass. So one is seen at parks, and the meaning is you must not walk on. So instead of writing that long sentence, you must walk on the grass, or you should not walk on the grass, or you are not permitted to walk on the grass. You can use different structures to this expansion. So you must not walk on grass. You should not walk on grass, etc. Instead of giving such a long sentence, what have they done? They have actually given a contraction. They have given a shortened form or a brief form. It is short. Brief means short. So they have given a brief or a short instruction by means of this, by these signboards. So these signboards are actually short. They are short messages. Okay. So next one, no parking. So you have to mention where is it seen. Seen at. Is it seen? Seen at. Very good, Rosia. It is seen at roadsides. It is seen at streets. It is seen at busy junctions. It is seen in front of many shops, in front of certain houses, okay, in front of gates, okay, in front of gates, etc. Yes, Krishna, wonderful, very good. Yes, yes. The meaning is it is a parking prohibited area. So the idea is that we should use such obligatory structures also. So you must. So it is prohibited. Okay. The meaning is it is prohibited. So we have to cite it as full sentence. It is prohibited to park vehicles here. Okay. So write as sentences. Or you should not park vehicles here. Or you must not park vehicles here. Or it is a this is a parking prohibited area. This is a parking prohibited area. Is also a good sentence. So we have to write as full sentence, and seen it can be written as just one word or 2 words. But when we write the meaning of it, we have to write as full sentences. Very good. Okay, the next one is tender exact change. So this may some of you it might be familiar, but some of you it may not be familiar. It is usually seen in front of cash counters. What is the meaning of this? It is seen in front of cash counters. What is the meaning of this phrase? Tender exact change. The meaning of tender is to give. Tender means give. So, what is the meaning of this signboard? It says, okay, so this is the meaning of it. Very good. Yes, Krishna. Yes. Yes. Everyone should give exact change. Everyone should give exact change. That is, if the bill amount is 82, if the yes cash, if the bill amount is 82, you should not give a 100 rupee note. So you have to give exactly 82 rupees because they might not have changes with them. So that is the meaning of tender exact change. It means that you must give the correct amount of money in the bill. You must give the exact amount of money in the bill. So that is the meaning of the signboard. Okay, the next one is no smoking. It is seen, yes, you can see in very good transcripts. You can see the sign of cinema theaters, hospitals. Very good. Yes, Sri Lakshmi. Yeah, very good. Yes, so you have written it very well. It means that you are not permitted to smoke here. You are not permitted to smoke here. You should not smoke here. You should not smoke. These are all different. You should not smoke here. Yes, you are not permitted. Yes, it is seen at hospitals, petrol pumps, public places, etc. Okay. The next one, footwear not allowed. Footwear not allowed. Very good. It is seen in offices, temples, places of worship. Yes, Shija, that is right. Labs, hospitals, offices. Yes, Surya. Yes, Rajalakshmi. Yes, Srishma. These are the places. And what is the meaning? Yes, Sukanya, that is right. The meaning is that we must not wear footwear inside the place. We must not wear footwear inside the place. Okay, the next one is no admission. Diploma admission it is something else, isn't it? No admission, or what is the meaning of it? Yes, Trishna, thank you for the response. Okay, no admission. No admission means it is a sign which is usually seen in front of kitchens, hospitals, labs, certain restricted areas, ICUs. Very good, Surya. These are the places where we see. And the meaning is you are not permitted to come inside. Very good. Yes, Rishma, Sukanya. Yes, very good, Surya. Cash counters. Very nice. So the meaning is you are not permitted to come inside. We have to write like this as full sentences. You should not come inside, or you are not permitted to come inside, etc. You must not come inside, etc. Switch off mobile phones. Next one is switch off mobile phones. Switch off mobile phones. Very good. In classes, classrooms, planes, airplanes, hospitals. Very good, Sia. Surya, Shija. Yes, Rishma, Archana, Sri Lakshmi. Yes, Sri Lakshmi, Surya, Krishna. Yes. Thank you for those responses. So the meaning is you must switch off your mobile phones. So these are some signboards, and there are some traffic signboards which we uh, uh, usually see on the road. So these are for all of them. You can actually have one scene actually. They're common, which is common for traffic. They are all traffic signboards. The first one says that oh, your, okay. Yes, you must. Yes, Rija, it might be a red. You must stop your right here. The next one is an inverted triangle. It indicates yes, it indicates give way. That means that you must give way to other vehicles. You must give way to other vehicles. The next one is a right arrow with a cross, which means that you are prohibited to turn right. You are prohibited. That is the meaning of 45 within a circle. 45 within a circle indicates that you must limit your speed to yes, very good, Krishna. You should limit your speed to 45 kilometer per hour. So the next one is that this is a one way and you should not come in the opposite direction. Next one is this is a way and you should not come in the opposite direction. The fifth sign, it's a compulsory to left. So it says that if I write the complete sentence, it says that yes, you must, yes, Shreya, yes, you must compulsory turn. This is the next one. You must compulsorily turn left. So the next one is you must compulsorily turn left. You must compulsorily turn left or go ahead. Okay. So the next one has an option. You can either compulsorily turn left or go ahead. So when you write it as yes, when you write it as a sentence, you have to write it as like this one full sentence. So you should, I think you must, you have to, different structures have to, must, or should, or ought to. All these can be used. So these are all obligations. Okay? They indicate obligations or duties when you are riding. Duties when you are riding on the road. So, these are the signboards. So please study this section properly because this would get some questions from this for the exam also. 2 or 3 questions will be there where you have to write two things. One is where you see these symbols, and the second thing is what is the meaning of these symbols. So these are the two things that we have to write. With this, we'll come to the end of this section. We will take up this next part in the next class. That's it for today. We conclude the session today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.